evening and welcome to this edition of News Leader. Today is Tuesday, October the 3rd, 2023. I'm Andrew Todd. In tonight's news, an accused murderer is behind bars in Coffee County. Tullahoma High School defeats Lawrence County, and the 41A Festival returned to Atlantic Street. We'll have all these stories and more on tonight's News Leader.
Hi there, this is Terry Stroop, Stroop's Accurate Refrigeration. Summer's about to wind down, fall's right around the corner. It's time to get signed up for your fall maintenance checks, and let's get out and support our local high school football this year. Let's go, Cats!
Hi, my name is Ringo, here at Barkview Senior Living. They're human-friendly. That's why I love it here, and so does my senior human. When they want a bite, they get chef-prepared meals, and so do I. Movies in the theater, day trips, walks on the trail, and other senior humans to play with. The grass and the grounds are exquisite. It's everything my human needs to be healthy and active. Barkview. A Parkview Senior Living. For your dog's best friend, you.
Welcome back. The Tullahoma Wildcats defeated the Lawrence County Wildcats 41-6 in a game that was tougher than the final score would indicate. News Leader's John Gray broke down the game with head coach Coy Sisk on Saturday's fifth quarter coaches show.
You know, last night got squirrely at times, but hey, the guys were able to come out and operate. Hey, do
It's high school football.
Yeah, do the things we want to do. You know, but
It's high school football, man. Great ball game last night, Coach.
hey, look, like I said, guys came out, executed, did the things we wanted to do. Hey, we're able to stop when we need to stop them, but offensively, again, putting another great game plan together.
Yes, we
and
did.
then, hey, being able to go out there and move the ball around on the ground and in the air.
Yes, and it was fun. Defense did well. Everybody did well. The fans were happy.
Look, this bunch, we know Lawrence County, and they've been playing them for years. If they have a chance, if they've got anything, they will claw and fight their way back to it. I don't know what they give their kids. They've been like that for years.
Forever.
Yes, and it's just, hey, so that's hats off
To them,
to that community and that staff. Those kids battle in every sport.
And that's that football team's been that way, like you say, for years and years and years. And it's one of those games, just like Franklin County is. Doesn't make any difference what the record is. That ball game with Lawrence County and Tullahoma is anybody's ball game until it's played.
Correct.
You know, so and our boys are doing a good job standing in there. Right, always seem like they run sort of the same type of an offensive deal. They trap in and they're going up inside and they're off. This back cutting, and
this is old school Delaware wing tee. I mean, that's what Lawrence County's done for years, and they make a living out of doing it. They understand it. It's kind of like when you go to Trousdale County, you're going to get to Satterfield, Delaware wing tee. So that's what it is. Franklin County, in and out. They're wing tee-ish. But but I wouldn't call it solid wing. There's a little difference, but Lawrence County doing a good job operating.
Right.
He's just he's a young football team in some spots.
Yeah.
So he's going to continue to get better. They're running the scout team, and we stress to them they have to be better than the opponent.
Yeah.
And so I think it's important that when we get opportunities to get those guys in.
Oh, heavens, yes.
There's nothing like the first time you're on the football field in a varsity football game. I know you remember the first time you went out. I know I remember the first time I went out. And some of those guys the other night was the first varsity experience that they've had. So, hey, a lot of smiles from those guys, and hey, that'll hopefully make next week a little better.
Kid, we were playing. I believe we were over in Lincoln County, and we were over there, and there were 3 people in the backfield knocked out.
Oh Lord!
On the sideline, and Coach Cooper was hollering, Gray, and where is he? And I was over there. I said, he's gone to the bathroom.
Oh no!
He said, no, he hadn't. You get in there.
Get in there.
I don't know who it was. I guess James Woody that ended up playing at UT was who was knocking everybody out.
Wow.
Was that in Columbia, Lincoln County, or
No.
Lawrence County?
It might be. It's a little before my time.
Yeah. But he played in the line up there at UT, and he laid him out like cordwood on the sideline.
After 2 p.m. on Friday, Manchester City Police Department responded to reports of a shooting at the Ambassador Inn located at 925 Interstate Drive in Manchester. When officers arrived on the scene, one male person was found deceased. Law enforcement searched for and apprehended a suspect in the shooting after he emerged from a motel room with his hands up. Coffee County Director of Schools, Dr. Charles Lawson, stated that Raider Academy, which is nearby at 865 McMinnville Highway, was placed on a soft lockdown. Dr. Lawson added, quote, "There was some sort of law enforcement incident near exit 110. Coffee County Raider Academy was placed on a soft lockdown as a precautionary step. This means that students proceed as normal with their scheduled classes. There were no indications of an imminent threat around the school at any time," end quote. The shooter has been identified as Taurus Mimey. Mimey faces charges of first-degree murder and violation of probation. He is currently being held in the Coffee County Jail with no bond. A court date is set for today. And thanks to Thunder Radio for their help with this story. After these messages, we'll be right back.
For many senior citizens, life looks like this, but it doesn't have to. When you make your home at Parkview Senior Living, life after retirement takes on a whole new meaning. Daily exercise options, fun outings, happy hour, game nights, movies and popcorn, arts and crafts, enjoying friends over chef-prepared meals. Parkview Senior Living, where you're always home, but you're never home alone.
My husband was diagnosed with a spinal infection. He lost his ability to swallow and the movement of his legs.
I couldn't turn over in bed, I couldn't walk, I couldn't eat.
They were just wonderful in the treatment and care they gave my husband.
I regained my mobility where I was able to go home.
It is miraculous.
Let us champion your recovery. Life Care Center of Tullahoma.
Welcome back. This past weekend marked the return of the 41A Music Festival to Atlantic Street in Tullahoma. I was there and brought back these highlights.
13th Annual 41A, 13th Annual.
Hanging around, running with the crowd. Put your business in the streets and talking out loud. Telling about your body and that something you don't spend. Swear you must believe that it's all that is there. I tell you, boy, you better turn that girl around. Face the sad, sad truth and dirty all time. Sweet away to the phone. I'm trying to tell you people, can't leave that woman alone. Sunday morning when she woke up that day, it's in the morning on by the time I read. And if my too late to scream that girl was going wrong. So when Thursday came around, I was on the wall. So I went for a drive through my mind, and still on I-65. Well, I wanna run a bus on a scratch on a ticket for 212 blacks and I'm taking cares with me. She's wanting to waste no time when she was wrong. Baby, I don't understand just why we can't be lovers. Things are getting out of hand. Try so much, but baby, you can't let go. If you want me, girl, let me know. I'm down.
We'll be right back after these messages.
Hi there, this is Terry Stroop, Stroop's Accurate Refrigeration. Summer's about to wind down, fall's right around the corner. It's time to get signed up for your fall maintenance checks, and let's get out and support our local high school football this year. Let's go, Cats!
It's not invoice. It's not MSRP. It's not Christmas Day, although it may feel like it. It's the lowest prices in Middle Tennessee, period. It's a Stan McNabb Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram or Stan McNabb Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac before these prices are gone forever.
Welcome back. Well, South Jackson's annual ice cream social had to be postponed because of big storms in July, but they regrouped and gathered together in September. News Leader's John Gray was there and brought back this video.
And this is Midsummer's Night Swing at South Jackson Civic Center. It's the ice cream social, and it's dancing, it's beautiful music, and it's all at South Jackson Civic Center. Parking lot's full. The building's lit up. There's Water's Edge ice cream over there from Water's Edge Chocolate. And the beautiful new windows up in the top of the building, and the South Jackson Street Band playing for the dancing and listening enjoyment of the citizens of Tullahoma. And the crowd is starting to build, and look right here behind me. There's Mayor Ray Noes and his beautiful wife. Yeah, there's the old conductor right there. And he's tickled to death tonight that South Jackson's Ice Cream Social is taking place outside at the South Jackson Civic Center on the courtyard on the front porch stage, and it's good times getting ready to be had. People are dancing. We've got the buildings open if you need to go in and look around. There is Water's Edge Chocolate is providing ice cream tonight. So it's summertime in Tullahoma, Tennessee, and there's fun to be had by one and all.
Dream, but you know you're not dreaming, signore. Excuse me, but you see back and over there, fully back some more.
We'll be right back with more news after these messages.
We tend to lose our motivation when we have something that's chronic, but you've got to do what you can early on as you can. After I'd exercise like that, I would have a lot of energy to do housework or whatever I needed. Well, I would recommend it highly to anyone at any degree of Parkinson.
Let us champion your recovery. Life Care Center of Tullahoma.
One thing about Parkview, we could bring our animal out there with us.
It would have been a deal breaker if we had not been able to take Gracie.
Yeah, we would not have gone.
If you want to do something, there's something to do most of the day. You shouldn't get bored.
I really enjoy my life here at Parkview. I really choose what I want to do. We have a wonderful library with hundreds of books that I love. It is a wonderful place.
Welcome back. In this week's Mayor's Message from Coffee County Mayor Judd Matheny, we hear from Coffee County Commissioner Tim Stubblefield.
This is Mayor Judd Matheny of Coffee County for another great edition of the Mayor's Message. And I have with me a lifelong friend and acquaintance, Tim Stubblefield. And he is a county commissioner and is retired from firefighting in Tullahoma. And he's chairman of several committees here in this county and very instrumental in other committees. And I can remember him when I was about 10, 11 years old from Pop Warner football. He always coached the teams that beat my team. So it's interesting.
Not all the time.
Yeah, we lost. The Falcons lost all the time.
Yeah, well, okay.
Falcons lost all the time. I'm sorry, but we did. But Tim, I want you to tell the viewers here in Coffee County about yourself in your own words, and please.
Okay, thank you. Well, my name's Tim Stubblefield. I'm a lifelong resident of Tullahoma, born and raised. And how I got into this probably led to my career that I had in emergency services. I started when I was 19 working for law enforcement. I spent 10 years working for Tullahoma and Coffee County Sheriff's Department. And after that 10 years, I decided I wanted to change, so I went to EMS and worked EMS for a year. And after that, I like to aggravate the law enforcement about this. I seen the light and joined the Tullahoma Fire Department, where I retired from there. But back in 2014, I decided, I'd like to be a public servant, and more than what I'm doing. So, and at the time, I had a good commissioner in my district, but unfortunately, he passed away.
And who was that?
Dadgummit, I knew you was going to ask me that, and I had it on the tip of my tongue. Hines.
Oh,
Commissioner
gosh,
Hines.
yes. Robin Hines was a
yes,
man,
he's
great,
absolutely
great guy. We miss him dearly.
Great guy. Yeah. He was a good commissioner, and in his passing, I decided that would be an opportunity for me to serve even more, the citizens. So I ran, got elected, and now this is my third term. Starting with my third term of being a commissioner.
Third 4-year term, so
yes,
you've invested a lot of time in this county.
Yes, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I enjoyed working with citizens. And as you know, I'm a kind of a social person anyway. So
yeah, you are. You're a great conversationalist, and you've got a great political mind on how to deal with things, and very methodical and with great decorum. And he's the chairman of. Tell us about real quick, chairman of 911.
Chairman of the 911 board. Chairman of EMS board, and I'm on budget and finance.
Budget and finance, and those are three very big committees. And as you know, he's highly qualified to be on the chairman of EMS and chairman of 911. You heard his background. It's kind of funny when you say you saw the light. And when I got out of law enforcement, I tell everybody I jumped the fence.
Oh, okay, jump the fence. There you go.
It's very similar.
That's very similar.
I got out of law enforcement and into politics, so I went from the little frying pan to the boiler. But man, you do a great job, and we've got a lot of challenges we're working through with EMS, just on trying to get enough paramedics and EMTs hired.
And we're working, and that's I guess in the last 3 or 4 years, it's been an everyday struggle. COVID didn't help us; it made it worse, but. We're out of that now and still struggling.
Yeah, but we're going to work it out. We're going to get it done, and we're going to make sure. And 911, you've seen it go through an incredible growth period.
Incredible, yes.
And in the legislature, I did a lot. I was fortunate to be able to have the opportunity to do a lot to help 911 as we really went from, kind of analog to full digital, futuristic type. You wouldn't believe the capabilities of 911 now. A lot of capital investment and a lot of time and effort have been spent in that.
Right.
And but you have much better service now, much better response times. The officers that are responding have a lot more information now before they even get to the scene. The training has been greatly increased for our dispatchers. We've got a director that's doing a great job, and our retention of our dispatchers has greatly improved because you led an effort to get them some more resources and money.
Getting more training, and they train all the time.
Yeah,
just like any profession like that, you have to train constantly. So.
And Tim's been a great ally in just helping plan for the future of this county in a realistic way. We understand the need to balance the century farms and the farming community in this county versus the industrial and residential growth coming, and I rely heavily on him to help with that. And before we wrap up, you want to say anything else?
No, it's just, I've been in this public service business for over 40 years now, and I've enjoyed every day of it and still enjoy it. When I stop enjoying it, then I'll get out, but right now I'm enjoying every bit of it.
Well, he represents the city of Tullahoma in the county commission, and he's easy to get a hold of. You can go online to the Coffee County website and find a way to get a hold of him. Call my office anytime, 931-723-5100, if you need to talk to Tim or if you need to talk to me. And we appreciate you tuning in. Tim, thank you for your time here. And we'll see you next week on the Mayor's Message.
And don't forget to tune in to this week's Living Show tonight at 6:30 p.m., Thursday morning at 9 a.m., and Thursday, Friday, and Saturday evenings at 6:30 p.m. On this week's show, we'll get a preview of the Legend of Sleepy Hollow coming to South Jackson. We also get to peek at the new Hunter Girl music video titled Ain't About You, and we'll see video from last week's homecoming events at Tullahoma High School. We'll have all that and more on this week's Living. And stay with us. We'll have your weather forecast right after these messages.
Parkview Senior Living, active, independent senior living at its finest.
We teach Parkinson's patients how to move big and not let the Parkinson's slow them down. I've had patients I've treated in-house that could not even stand up, could not roll over in the bed, left the facility walking with a walker, have come back to us in outpatient and continued their big program and are now completely handling life. The success of the program is just phenomenal.
Let us champion your recovery. Life Care Center of Tullahoma.
Welcome back. We'll take a look at your weather forecast at this time, starting with your weather history on this date. Our record high was in 2019 at 95 degrees. Record low was in 1974 with 30 degrees. Average high for this day is 76, and the average low is 53. Mostly clear for tonight with a low of 60. Mostly sunny skies for Wednesday with a high of 84 and a low of 62. And mostly cloudy skies for Thursday, a high of 79 and a low of 61. And that's our News Leader report for this evening. We invite you to join us each Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday evenings at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. for News Leader. Stay safe and have a great evening.